When it comes to how to pay for college, most people think the only option is to take out a mountain of student loans. Student loans are a source of funding for most students, but they should actually be your last option. Student loans accrue a lot of interest and take years to pay off. In fact, a study from the One Wisconsin Institute finds that it takes graduates of Wisconsin universities 19.7 years to pay off a bachelor's degree and 23 years to pay off a graduate degree. Knowing that student loans will likely be a source of funding, there is still an order of operations to follow when seeking out funding sources for college. After reviewing your financial aid award notification, you'll have to think about how you're going to pay for school. In this video, we're going to provide the main groups of funding sources. We'll start with the top group and work our way down the list, i.e. the worst option, which is student loans. By following this guide, there's a chance you can reduce the amount of student loans needed to finance college. For a lucky few, they may find student loans aren't even necessary. Hey everyone, this is Andy Hill with The College Investor, investing and personal finance for millennials. If you are new to the channel and like what you hear, please hit subscribe so you're ready when our next video comes out. To access any of the links mentioned today, please go to our video description. Using those links supports this channel, so thank you very much for considering it. Number 1, scholarships and grants. Gift aid is part of your financial aid award. This is money that does not have to be paid back. It includes grants, scholarships, and any source of private funding that doesn't require you to pay it back. Of course, it depends on getting your FAFSA submitted in on time. Some students might realize a large amount of scholarships and grants. Others might not be able to get as much. Don't forget to apply for private scholarships and grants as well. Don't just depend on the school that you're applying to. This sounds crazy, but we recommend high schoolers apply to at least 50 scholarships. That's even true if you're planning on going to school part-time as a student. Number 2, your own savings as a student. Saving for college requires planning. If you're one of a small group who has accumulated money for college, it's time to put that money to work. Maybe you've been saving your graduation money, or you've received birthday funds over time. Maybe grandma even left you some money to pay for college when you were younger. If you have your own student savings, using it to pay for college is a great first step. Number 3, your earnings as a student. Additionally, using your current income will help cut down on any loans you might need. If you don't have any savings, use what you can from your current income to help fund college. A lot of people forget that they can earn money before going to school, like, a summer job for college students or even working full-time during school. Number 4, parent savings for college. Next on the list is any money your parents may have put aside for school. This could be in the form of a 529 college savings account or other savings vehicles. Many parents have started saving for college for their students at a young age. Leveraging money in a tax-deferred plan like a 529 savings account can be a great way to pay for the majority of school if the money is there, of course. Parents might also have other savings set aside for their child. It's important to have a conversation about parental contributions early so that everyone involved in the paying for college debate knows what to expect. Number 5, parents' current income. Along with a student's income, a parent's income is also a primary source of paying for college. Even if parents haven't saved very much, they may be able to contribute a little bit towards the cost of college every year simply through their current salary. Some parents may be able to contribute much more than others, but every little bit that can be sent in to avoid borrowing for school is a huge win. A quick note, some states give tax deductions or tax credits for 529 plan contributions. You can contribute and withdraw in the same year in most states, making it potentially worthwhile to use your current income to contribute to a 529 plan, then pay for college from there. Number 6, fellowships and assistantships. If you're attending graduate school, a fellowship is a great source of funding. It is awarded to graduate students based on merit. It allows the graduate student to focus on their studies rather than having to work or teach. Fellowships do not have to be paid back. They also look great on resumes and carry a certain cachet. Speak with your educational counselor or advisor about how and which ones may have the highest potential for successful acceptance. Number 7, aid through school work-related programs. We continue down the list and come to work-related programs that are meant to provide a flexible schedule around your classes. At this point, you've exhausted all forms of funding that don't require work exchange or loans. Now we're moving into funding sources that will require some sort of payback. Work studies are common on college campuses. These programs are usually tied into your financial aid award. They allow you to work on campus within a flexible schedule. Pay is usually minimum wage, but you can't beat the flexible schedule provided by these programs. While it is a smaller source of funding, depending on your class schedule, it might be the only type of job you take on. Assistantships are usually reserved for graduate students. These programs are similar to work studies, except they are teaching positions. Often, the student will teach lower level classes in areas that they're very familiar with. And then we come to number 8, federal student loans. We've come to one of the last options as a source for funding for college. This is money that must be paid back. It's going to accrue interest and often has some type of origination fee. For many students, it's difficult to avoid taking on loans. Federal loans have a fairly low interest rate, which often does not exceed the single digits. As reported by studentaid.gov, loans first dispersed on or after July 1st, 2022 and before July 1st, 2023 have the following interest rates. Direct subsidized for undergraduate is 4.993%. Direct unsubsidized for undergraduate is 4.993% as well. Direct unsubsidized for graduate or professional is 6.5%. And Direct Plus, which is parents and graduate or professional students, is 7.5%. Regarding loans for college, you aren't likely to find a better deal anywhere else. Number 9, private student loans. Private loans are another and final option. These may be loans from banks or other lenders that are non-government. They typically have higher interest rates than government loans and won't provide the same advantages such as loan forgiveness, hardship options, and flexible repayment plans. Private student loans should really be a last resort, and before borrowing, you should really do a full return on investment calculation of your entire college experience, honestly. We recommend students shop and compare private loan options before taking them out. Credible is an excellent choice because you can compare about 10 different lenders in about 2 minutes and see what you qualify for. You can learn more about Credible in the links below or in our video description. In the end, paying for college can be a challenge. It's a huge sum of money, and there are a lot of different ways to go about it. Even the most expensive colleges have the potential to be significantly more affordable with financial aid. We like to think about it as a pie. Each one of the steps we mentioned is a slice of that pie, and you can try to make some bigger slices to minimize the other ones. The bottom line here is that you don't need to borrow the entire amount for school. There are many different ways to pay for college if you work at it. Thanks for hanging out today, everyone. This is Andy from The College Investor. We'll see you in the next video.